Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Titans franchise here on Madden NFL 24. And once again, we're on a 3-game losing streak, having lost to the Colts, Ravens, and now the Falcons last week in a heartbreaker. And this week, it's not going to get much easier because we have a short week and we head to Pittsburgh to take on the 4-3 Steelers. Right here, you see DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Vrabel having a conversation about what the plan is as far as practice goes and as far as just the game plan goes heading into this game against a very tough Steelers team that's sitting at 4-3 on the season. And really the tough test here is just not turning the ball over. I mean, we've really had a lot of turnovers so far this season. Will Levis threw 4 interceptions in the loss to the Falcons. So the goal here is to commit 1 or fewer turnovers against the Steelers. We'll see if we can do that as we take a look at the Steelers' schedule so far this season, just how they've done. They started the season 1-3, but now have won 3 straight games, including a 24-14 victory over the dreaded Jacksonville Cons, aka the Jaguars. And they ended up getting the victory without Kenny Pickett playing a whole lot. He got hurt midway through the game, so Mitchell Trubisky came in and did a pretty good job. So good to see good old Mr. Trubisky is still playing and, you know, doing this thing with the Steelers. Najee Harris had a really good game as well on the ground. Diontae Johnson had 2 touchdowns in the game. So overall, the Steelers have a lot of young talent on the team, both on offense and on defense. And we're a team I almost picked to be my franchise team this year, especially when you consider the cap issues they're going to have heading into 2024. But let's take a look at some of their key players, starting with the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, out of Pittsburgh and now playing in Pittsburgh with the Steelers. And he is going to be playing in this game despite the injury that he had against Jacksonville. I don't know exactly what the injury was, but with Trubisky putting up the numbers he did, obviously he missed most of last week's game. So we'll see how he fares against this Titans defense that has really struggled so far this year against the pass. Najee Harris is the starting running back for the Steelers, and the running game is another place that Tennessee has really struggled so far this year. Najee Harris is kind of like a miniature version of Derrick Henry. He's a bit more of a power style back than Henry was, not really as much speed, but he's still a very solid running back, and our defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop him in this one. The Steelers have some pretty good young receivers in Deontay Johnson and George Pickens. We'll look at Johnson, though, who's coming off a 2-touchdown performance last week. And he's the biggest playmaker on the team. Although George Pickens is a really good second option, Deontay Johnson is the main target in this offense. And with how our secondary has been so far this year, I'm not quite sure we're going to be able to stop him very much, but just limiting his opportunities is the goal here. At tight end, they have a very fast rising star in Freiermuth. I referenced before how lucky the Titans have been at tight end, but the Steelers have had some pretty good ones. Of course, Heath Miller for all those years, Jesse James, Vance McDonald, and now they have Freiermuth, who's also going to be a problem for this defense. Now let's take a look at the Steelers defense, starting with Cameron Hayward, the seasoned vet. He is still one of the biggest threats on this defense and definitely one of the best run stoppers in the league as far as defensive line goes, and he can definitely get after the quarterback as well, so this offensive line is going to have to get it together against him. But he's far from the only issue on this front seven of the Steelers. Of course, they still have TJ Watt. He may not be as good as his brother JJ, but he's still one of the best pass rushers in the league, and we are going to have our hands full dealing with him and Hayward up front. So hopefully the 2 tackles pack the lunch for this game because they're going to need it. Last and certainly not least in the Steelers defense, let's talk about Minkah Fitzpatrick, one of the most versatile safeties in the league. Minkah Fitzpatrick's one of those guys that feels like he's been in the league a lot longer than he actually has been, but he's still one of the best safeties in the league and is actually the top rated free safety in the game, although Kevin Byard is better than Minkah Fitzpatrick, don't at me, but he's going to be a problem for this offense as well. This is an AFC Central rivalry that has lasted since the 70s, and actually in the last 4 games, the Steelers have won all of them, and they lead the all-time series 48-32, but can the Titans snap the streak here in Pittsburgh? We'll have to see, as the Titans look to end their 3-game losing streak and their 4-game losing streak to the Steelers here in Pittsburgh. It's Titans Steelers on Thursday Night Football, and it's coming up next. Ryan Stonehouse will kick things off here on Thursday night, and this one is underway from Pittsburgh. That is going to go to the back of the end zone for the touchback. And now out comes the Steelers offense, led by Kenny Pickett in his second year out of the University of Pittsburgh. And he's actually performed pretty well so far this season. He has 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, just under 1,400 yards, and he's 129 of 188 passing. As we look at the rest of this Steelers offense, led by Najee Harris at running back, they have some pretty good receivers here in George Pickens, Allen Robinson, and of course Diontae Johnson, and a pretty solid offensive line to boot. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers here as Pickett's in the shotgun. Quick throw right side, that's going to be caught. Diontae Johnson makes the grab on the RPO. He'll pick up about 7 as we look at the Titans defense, and once again, not a whole lot different here, but they really got gashed by that Falcons offense last week as the Steelers are in a double tight set to the right. Here's a handoff to Harris, and Harris is going to be wrapped up just short of the first down marker. Kevin Byard on the tackle. That'll lead to a 3rd and 2. This time they flip the double tight set. They'll give it to Harris, and Harris breaks a tackle. He'll get across the 40 up to the 43. That could have been dangerous, but he does pick up the first. 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard gain. Here's Pickett. He'll throw left side. That's going to be caught. It's the former national champion George Pickens making the grab for the first down. And now the Steelers are in field goal range or just about outside of it. Chris Boswell's a pretty good kicker. Here's a throw right side. It's going to be caught by Allen Robinson, the former Jaguar who's caused the Titans so many issues over the years. He'll pick up the first down. So now 1st and goal from the 9. Here's the play fake. Pickett throws off his back foot. He's going to be intercepted. Looking for Darnell Washington, and Roger McCreary comes up with a pick. And that is such a tough way to end such a great drive for Pickett. And the Titans will take over from the 25, led out by Will Levis, who is coming off one of his worst games of his rookie season so far. And he almost even had a chance to win it last week, but in overtime, Tyler Algier just killed us. But anyways, let's take a look at the Titans offense. Not much has changed, really. Still the same offensive line, still the same receivers, still the same backs. But, it's always good to show you guys these things, just in case I do make any changes. 1st and 10 for the Titans as they take over for the first time in this game. Tyjae Spears goes right up the middle. He's able to pick up the first down. Great job by the offensive line, but the Steelers were just completely out of position there. 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's a handoff to Spears. And he is going to get shut down. He only gains about 1 yard on the play as TJ Watt makes the tackle. So we've already mentioned a few of these star players for the Steelers defense, but let's talk about some of these other guys. Jaron Kearse comes over after a midseason trade with the Cowboys. Boogie Basham comes over after 2 years with the Bills. And, of course, Alex Highsmith, a very good player opposite of TJ Watt. So now 2nd and 9, Levis will throw for the first time in the game, and it's tipped up into the air and incomplete. He just did not get rid of it in time. That'll lead to a 3rd and 9. Levis in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. Steelers will blitz here as Levis throws to a wide open Chigga Okonkwo, and he's going to burn the Steelers defense for a huge touchdown, 68 yards to the casa, and the Titans strike first. It's 7-0. So let's see how Kenny Pickett responds here after throwing a pick on his first drive, 2nd and 10. And Pickett will throw it to Pickens for a nice gain of about 7. That'll lead to a 3rd and 3. And the Steelers in a 5-wide set here. They're definitely throwing it. Pickett will drop back, throws offside, and Pickett is picked off once again. It's Roger McCreary who picks it off for a 2nd time. And Tennessee will have great field position here up to the Pittsburgh 30. So they're in a strong-eyed set to start things off. Here's a handoff to Spears, and Spears has nowhere to go, and he is speared by TJ Watt. That'll be a 1-yard loss. That'll lead to a 3rd and 9 after a 2-yard gain on 2nd down. Levis will drop back. He'll throw underneath. That's going to be caught by Spears, and he's tackled in the open field. Good tackle there by Kearse. And now Caleb Shudak will come out for a 42-yard field goal from the right hash. The kick is up, and it's good, and Tennessee takes a 10-0 lead. So now we'll see what the Steelers do after 2 picks on their first 2 drives. 1st and 10, handoff to Harris. Harris tries to juke out Rashad Weaver, and that just does not work out for him. No gain on the play. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the right side against this nickel look. Here's the throw over the middle, and there's Pat Freiermuth making his first grab of the game. That'll be a 6-yard gain. Now a 3rd and 4 for the Steelers, just over 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Pickett throws offside. Harris off of his hands into the hands of Nakobe Dean. you can't even blame Pickett for that one. That's all on Najee Harris, and Nakobe Dean was just in the right spot at the right time. But that just bounced right off the hands of Harris, and now Tennessee has a chance to take a 3-score lead in this first quarter. Here's a handoff to Spears. He breaks a few tackles, and he's finally going to get up to the 26-yard line. That'll make it a very manageable 3rd and 2. 2 tight ends set to the right side. Here's a handoff to Spears, and he is going to just barely get the first down, pushing ahead to the 24. Tennessee remains in the I formation here on 1st and 10. Handoff to Spears, and he'll pick up about 5 on the play. That'll lead to a 3rd and 5 after an incompletion on 2nd down. 3 receivers to the right side as Levis takes the snap. He's looking for the screen. There's Jalen Samuels, the former Steeler. He's trying to get to the end zone against his old team, and he'll be tackled at the 1-yard line. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter as Tennessee has taken a 10-0 lead after getting 3 picks in the first half. And just a reminder, make sure you guys hit that sub button and hit the like button if you're enjoying the video. Second quarter action here, and Malik Willis is in at quarterback in the Wildcat. He's going to fake it to Burks, and he's going to punch it into the end zone for the touchdown as Malik Willis gets some usage here in the Wildcat, and the Titans have taken a 17-0 lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. No way we're going to blow that one, right? Well, now here the Steelers looking to bounce back as Pickett will throw over the middle. That's going to be caught on the run by freiermuth. And he's actually injured on the play, but he does get Pittsburgh to the 48. So hopefully for their sake, he's okay. But now a new set of downs. Pickett will throw underneath. That's going to be Robinson who breaks a tackle. He'll get up to the 40. And it's another Steelers first down. So now 2 tight ends set to the right side. Here's Pickett. He'll throw underneath right side. That's going to be the 3rd string tight end Connor Hayward who picks up a few yards. That'll lead to a 2nd and 4. Once again, a double tight set for the Steelers. This time the fake to Harris. And Pickett throws over the middle, and it's a diving grab. That is Pickens who makes the grab over the middle up to the 22. So now 2nd and 10 after another incompletion. Pickett will throw underneath. That's going to be caught. Freiermuth, who's back in the game, makes the grab. He'll get up to about the 6. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Steelers. 3 tight ends in the set here. Here's a handoff to Harris. Alshire can't make the tackle, but Nakobe Dean comes up and drops him for a loss. That'll lead to a 2nd and goal. 3 tight ends to the right side here. And here's a play fake. He throws it. It goes off the head of somebody and then right into the hands of Hayward, who gets into the end zone for the touchdown. That actually went off the back of freiermuth right into the hands of Hayward, and the Steelers get their first touchdown in a very peculiar fashion. As Tennessee takes over, it's 3rd and 7. Levis rolls to his right. He'll throw, and that's just out of reach for Kyle Phillips. Levis was just trying to make a play. Didn't work out, and the Titans go 3 and out. So now the Steelers have the football here. Here's a handoff to Harris. And Harris jukes out Dean, and Byard's able to tackle him, but not before he gets the first down. So, new set of downs for the Steelers. Tennessee is showing some blitz here. And Pickett throws over the middle, and Fulton probably could have the pick there if he put his hands up, but instead, a big catch over the middle for Allen Robinson. 1st and 10, and here's the handoff to Harris. Harris is able to get up to about the 44 of Tennessee for a 7-yard gain. Now it's 2nd and 3, and this time Pickett will drop back. He'll throw left side, and it's Robinson who makes the grab, and he gets out of bounds at the 22. So Robinson, who had some tough years with the Rams, is showing that he still has it here as it's 2nd and 5, handoff to Harris, and Harris is going to be tackled just short of the first down marker. That's Simmons on the tackle. That'll lead to a 3rd and 1. Pickett in the shotgun. He's under pressure, and he's going to get it over the middle. That's Pickens once again up to the 3. And now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Steelers, who look to punch it in here. Pickett drops back, but he's under pressure almost immediately, and both Kevin Byard and Jeffrey Simmons get to him. They'll split the sack, so now it's going to be 2nd and goal. And here's the handoff out of the shotgun. It's Harris. He's going to cut upfield and get into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. So after the sack, the Steelers bounce back and score. So now it's 17-14. So 2:38 to go in the first half. Here's a handoff to Spears. And Spears cuts it upfield. He'll pick up about 6. That'll make it a very manageable 3rd and 4. As it's a 2 wide receiver set in the I formation. But now a false start. Spears moved, and I think somebody else moved as well. But they call it on Spears, and it's going to make it a 3rd and 9 for Tennessee. as they're in a 3-receiver set. A Okonkwo split out to the right as well. Here's Levis. And he's looking over the middle to Okonkwo. That's tipped away, incomplete, as we hit the 2-minute warning. So now Pittsburgh has a chance to take the lead or at least tie the game here on this drive. And here's a throw right side. It's going to be caught. That is Mr. Diontae Johnson, who hasn't done much in this game so far, picking up the first down. Steelers go no huddle. Here is Pickett once again. He's under pressure, just dumps it off. That's Johnson again. He breaks a couple of tackles. He'll get up to the 39. Pittsburgh will this time go to a huddle, so now it's going to be 2nd and 3. Here's Pickett. Looking down the field, he'll throw underneath. That's going to be caught. Najee Harris makes the grab this time as he gets to the 22-yard line. So number 22 gets to the 22. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends and 2 receivers in the set as Pickett drops back. He'll throw over the middle to a wide open Diontae Johnson, who was quiet the entire first quarter and most of the second, but then comes up big on this final drive to give the Steelers a 21-17 lead. But now the Titans have the ball here. It's a 3rd and 8. Levis will throw the screen. There's Samuels. He tries to cut it back, but he gets shut down. And the Steelers will burn a timeout and try to get down the field one more time to make it a 2-score game in their favor. Here's Pickett throwing left side. There's freiermuth. He'll be tackled just short of the marker. So the Steelers have 1 timeout to go with 23 seconds to go. And Pickett throws over the middle. That's freiermuth again. He'll get across midfield up to the 49. Now, 8 seconds ago, the Steelers used their final timeout already. And here's Pickett. He's holding the ball, just throws it away, incomplete. And for some reason, instead of throwing the Hail Mary, they just decided to punt it. So we'll take it to halftime with the Steelers leading 21-17. And really, there's not much of a halftime report we're going to have because we're the first game of the week. So as I show you guys the games around the country that you may or may not care about, I just want to let you guys know that only about 19% of my watch time comes from people who are subscribed to the channel. So I do understand the annoyance of content creators asking people to sub throughout their videos, but it does mean a lot if you guys are enjoying the series to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button, of course, as well. So I really appreciate all you guys just for watching, but if you want to help me out, that'd be a great way to do so. But anyways, we played great in the first quarter. Well, more so, Kenny Pickett just gave us a lot of picks in the first quarter. But second quarter, the Steelers really came on, so we'll have to see what version of the Titans and Steelers come out here in the second half. We do have the ball to start the second half, however, and we're going to start things off giving it to Tyjae Spears, who cuts it upfield. He tries to juke out Jaron Kearse, but that's just not happening. But he does pick up 8 on the play, so that leads to a 2nd and 2, which is very manageable. Here's a handoff to Spears. He has some nice blocks down the field, and Spears will get up to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up a new set of downs. Now, a 3rd and 8 for the Titans. Levis will drop back. He actually had Hopkins wide open to the left, but he's going to scramble right, and he's hit as he throws anyways, so it's incomplete. But a missed opportunity there for Tennessee as Pittsburgh takes over from the 25. Here's a handoff to Harris, and he's going to pick up about 6. So it's actually the 20-yard line. My apologies. 3rd and 4 now for the Steelers. As here is Pickett under pressure. He's going to be brought down for the sack. It's big Jeff Simmons getting there. And Tennessee will take over just past midfield. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Spears. He cuts it upfield, and Spears with a nice run. He'll get up to the 37 as Cameron Hayward is injured for the Steelers. That'd be a tough loss for them if he doesn't come back. 1st and 10. Here's Levis on the play fake. He's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. The former Bill Boogie Basham gets the sack. That'll lead to a 3rd and 20. Levis in the shotgun will fake it, and he's under pressure again. He's going to be brought down for a 2nd sack. This time the former Brown, Larry Ogunjobi, gets the sack. Though I guess he also played for the Bengals, didn't he? But anyways, we punted away. Pittsburgh looks to extend the lead once again, but this time it is pick number 4 thrown by Pickett in this one. This time Kevin Byard gets it, but Jeffrey Simmons is injured on the play, and that would be a tough loss if he can't come back. But I think that's Byard's first pick of the season, so good on Kevin Byard getting that pick, and good on the Titans now getting a huge turnover. As here's the throw underneath. There's a Okonkwo picking up 7 up to the 24. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3 as Tennessee's in a strong eye against this 3-4 look. Here's a handoff to Spears. He gets to the outside, and Spears will pick up the first down up to the 19. So now, 1st and 10. Levis is under center. He'll drop back. He'll throw it between a couple of defenders, and it's caught by Treylon Burks. Thread and the needle works out for Levis on that one as it's a new set of downs. Malik Willis checks into the game in the Wildcat, and he's going to hand it to Burks, and Burks is going to walk in for the touchdown. That was just way too easy as the Titans take a 24-21 lead over the Steelers now. How will Kenny Pickett regroup here as it's 2nd and 10 for the Steelers? He'll drop back. He throws left side to a wide open George Pickens up to the 44. Tennessee has really struggled with coverage outside of the picks, but those were just bad passes by Pickett. But now here's Al-Shaair coming in as Najee Harris is just going to get stuffed. Denico Autry gets credit for the tackle, but Azeez Al-Shaair really made that play happen. So now it's 3rd and 12. Here comes the Titans, and Pickett's going to throw it deep, looking to the right side, and it's going to be intercepted. He just threw that one up for grabs, and Christian Fulton comes down with it. Fulton's definitely had his struggle so far this year, but at least he gets a pick to make up for it a little bit. And that's now 5 interceptions thrown in the game for Kenny Pickett. Now Tennessee looks to extend their lead here as Levis throws left side to a wide open Treylon Burks who breaks a tackle and maybe could add a touchdown if the animation cheese didn't hit me, but it's a first down regardless. 2nd and 9 now. Here's a handoff to Spears. He cuts it back. Spears with a nice run. But unfortunately, it's going to come back because of a hold. I mean, the EA RNG just loves me, as you guys can see. And that's Nicholas Petty-Frere, who's back in the starting lineup after his suspension. So now it's under a minute to go in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 19. Here's Levis on the play fake. He's going to roll to the left, throw underneath to Spears. And Spears picks up about 8 on the play. And Andre Dillard is injured on the play. He's limping a bit. So now Jermaine Ifedi will come in at left tackle. Here's Levis. Rolls to his right. He has so much space in front of him. He's going to take every bit of it. And Levis will get down at the 15-yard line. And he talks a little smack to Jaron Curse as well. So this should be the final play of the first quarter. Here's Levis trying to scramble again, but this time TJ Watt gets to him. That'll end the quarter. Titans lead 24-21. Will the Titans be able to hold on to the lead? We'll have to see as we head to the 4th quarter. Fourth quarter action here as the Titans face a 2nd and 13 to open it up. As Levis will throw over the middle, it's caught by Samuels, and he's going to get up to about the 8-yard line. That'll make it a very manageable 3rd and 1. And Willis is in the game once again in the Wildcat, and this time he fakes it again, and he's going to pick up the first down, although he bounced off of Nicholas Petty-Frere there, which was kind of interesting. So now it's 1st and goal. Titans in a goal line set. Here's a pitch to Spears, and he's going to get stuffed. He does pick up a yard, however. That'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Tennessee in the goal line once again against the Steelers goal line. This time the handoff to Spears, and he gets blasted, but he gains another yard. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 1, and I think you know what time it is. It's Levis season. He's going to punch it in on the QB sneak to give us a 2-score lead as it's 31-21 now, and now we'll have to see if the defense can hold up. 1st and 10, Pickett's in the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Harris. And this time, Amani Hooker comes up, and he stops him for a 1-yard loss. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 11 now. Pickett will drop back looking for the screen. He's going to get it out to Harris. And Denico Autry comes over to run him down after just a 6-yard gain. He needed 11. And that's a 3 and out for the Steelers. So now Tennessee looks to put the game away here as Tyjae Spears with a nice run will pick up the first down up to the 50. So now 1st and 10. Strong eye set to the left this time. And here's a handoff to Spears again. He tries to get outside, and he's just going to get tripped up in the backfield. Honestly, he had forward progress, so he shouldn't have lost that many yards. But again, it's Madden. What do you really expect? 2nd and 15. And here's a throw over the middle. That was nearly picked off, but somehow Treylon Burks makes the grab. I'll take it. 1st and 10. Halfway through the 4th quarter, here's the handoff to Spears, and he's only going to pick up a couple. But really, the goal here is just run down as much clock as possible. Here's Levis looking for the screen. He'll dump it off to Spears. He gets some blocks, and he's going to be tackled just short of the first down marker. But we're going to go for it here. 4th and 3 for the Titans. And here's a handoff to Spears. Spears is going to get blown up in the backfield. That'll be a 2-yard loss. That's Landon Roberts, the former Patriot, making the stop. And now the Steelers have a shot here. 1st and 10. Here is Pickett under pressure. He's going to be brought down for the sack. Harold Landry and Arden Key both get to him for the sack. That'll lead to a 2nd and 23. Under 4 minutes to go. Pittsburgh's still very much alive in this game as Pickett throws underneath to freiermuth. That'll be a short gain. And that'll lead to a 3rd and 18 as they go no huddle. Here's Pickett. Looking down the field, and he's going to throw right side. One-on-one coverage, and it's going to be incomplete as Johnson caught that out of bounds. So now on 4th and 18, 3:30 to go, the Steelers are going to go for it. And Pickett tries to make something happen down the field, and it's going to be tipped away, nearly picked off by Fulton. But it will be a turnover on downs as Tennessee makes a big stop late in this game. And now they'll look to shut the door on the Steelers here as Spears will lose about 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to the Titans going for a field goal instead of going for it this time. But then Shudak just doinks it. Not one of my best moments in this game, but hey, it happens. 1st and 10, 2 minutes to go for the Steelers, and they still have all 3 timeouts and a 2-deficit lead, so it's still manageable, but it's going to be tough. They got to get an onside kick when they score. 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard gain by freiermuth. Here's a throw over the middle, and it's going to be caught down the field by Johnson. Fulton is able to make a touchdown-saving tackle at the 27, but Pittsburgh is in great position here as the Titans actually use a timeout just to slow down this no huddle. 3rd and 10 after 2 stops by the Titans. Here is Pickett throwing right side, and that's going to be tipped away by Fulton. That'll lead to a 4th and 10 last shot for the Steelers, but they're going to kick a field goal instead of going for it, which is kind of smart. That's nearly blocked by Ronald Darby, but Chris Boswell makes the field goal to make it 31-24. And now the Steelers have to recover this onside kick, although I don't think you could blame them if they did kick it deep because they do have all 3 timeouts. But regardless, Nick Westbrook-Akine is going to get on it, and then he gets down at the 47. So Pittsburgh still has a shot if they can get 3 stops here. They have all 3 timeouts. Here's a handoff to Hassan Haskins, and Haskins is going to get the 1st down and more up to the 39. He really hadn't done much up to this point, but he gets a big run there, and that was huge for the Titans. There's a pitch out to Spears. Spears gets some blocks. Spears gets to the outside, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 11. So now that saves the timeout for the Steelers. That could have ended the game if he stayed in bounds. But 3rd and 4, the Steelers have 1 timeout remaining, and Spears is going to try to not get into the end zone, but he just got so close. So he gets a touchdown that I didn't really want, but hey, I'll take it. 40 seconds to go. It's 38-24 Titans now, as here is Pickett trying to make something happen. He throws over to freiermuth. He'll pick up the 1st down up to the 49. As Pittsburgh will go no huddle. 20 seconds to go here. Only 1 timeout. It's not looking very good for them, to say the very least. And then freiermuth just drops a pass right over the middle. You hate to see it. 3rd and 10 here for the Steelers. 11 seconds to go. And Pickett throws left side, and it's tipped away. Good defense there by Sean Murphy-Bunting in coverage against George Pickens. So now 4th and 10. 6 seconds to go. The Steelers are probably not even going to come close to winning this one at this point. And the throw is made with 1 second to go, so they're definitely not going to win. But then Pickett throws interception number 6. His 5th one was already a single-game record in Steelers history, but now he has his 6th, and that's Christian Fulton getting his 2nd one, as the Titans will snap the losing streak 38-24 here in Pittsburgh on Thursday Night Football. And these Thursday night games are just so strange, and this one certainly was. Pickett just did not seem ready at all. Levis actually had a really good game, so it's weird, but I'm just glad we got the victory. And I know a few of my subscribers, Johnny, LG, Walty, and like a few other guys are Steelers fans. Sorry y'all had to see that. But yes, Pickett had a big game yardage-wise, but again, the 6 interceptions just absolutely killed him. But they still had a shot even with him throwing all those picks, so it's not like the Steelers got completely outplayed. It was a bad day for Kenny Pickett to have a bad day. Tyjae Spears had a great day on the ground, though, 128 yards and a touchdown on 28 carries. But I am looking to get Hassan Haskins more involved in the offense and even get Julius Chestnut more involved in the offense as well. Jalen Samuels makes some plays in the passing game here and there for me, but I'm definitely trying to rotate the backs a little bit more because Spears, IRL, of course, has all those injury concerns and whatnot. and I do want to take some of the load off of him in this series. So maybe I'll do some formation subs. We'll have to see. But I'm just glad to finally get another win, man. I mean, we got on another 3-game losing streak. The Falcons game was just so disappointing. So it felt good to get a win on a short week. We have some more winnable games coming up. We also have some games that are going to be a little bit tough, but we'll have to see how we handle those. But a good win here for the Titans here on Thursday Night Football. Even considering the fact we blew a 17-0 lead in the first half, but we still ended up winning by 2 scores. So it is what it is. 6 turnovers will do you in every single time, but Pittsburgh definitely had a shot here. But DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Vrabel are definitely happy about getting the win on the short week, and it was good work in general, so I will take it. 2,500 XP is always good, as is plus 10 morale. I mean, this team's morale was just really down. But we did lose Andre Dillard for 7 weeks with a dislocated ankle, so the plan is I'm going to move Peter Skoronski to left tackle, move Aaron Brewer back to left guard since he's not starting anyways, and just keep Corey Levin starting at center. But Christian Fulton was actually one of the players of the week with 4 tackles and 2 interceptions, so that's always interesting. I mean, why him over Roger McCreary or over one of the other guys who got picks? I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. The Dolphins pull an upset on the Chiefs in Tyreek Hill's return to Kansas City. And there were some other good games here as well. Colts absolutely blew out the Panthers, which is crazy. But next up, we have another team that's really struggling right now in the 3-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you made it this far into the video, I love you like a fat kid loves cake. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well, turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way, every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. Make sure you guys follow me over on Kick, Rumble, and subscribe to my Let's Play channel and my live streaming channel on YouTube. And if you made it this far in the video, leave a comment with the hashtag FakerMayfailed.